everyone and welcome to my channel. This is Rima and I'm here with another guidance session. This is going to be a timeless coffee cup reading. I hope that everyone is doing well. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. Those of you who have been with me for a while, or if you've just joined this channel, or even if you just happen to watch this video, thank you so much for your attention. This is a timeless reading. For anyone who happens to watch this video at any time, there's going to be a message, and this is to look at what is coming towards you, or what do you need to know in the next 48 hours. So whenever you're watching this video is when you needed to hear these messages. There is no timing, and it's not specific to any audience. As I said, if you happen to watch this video and it comes to your Explorer or wherever you're watching, you needed to hear something. There was a message for you that you needed to know, or there was something that you needed to be aware of and maybe let other people know, make them aware of a situation. So with that, let's start the reading and let's see what do we need to know, what is coming in the next 48 hours. Very beautiful reading, actually. I see, I'm sure you can also see that. I see a person, I see a female energy in a boat. Some people might be feeling a little bit lonely. For some people, there might be there have been an argue, or there have been something that disappointed them in the past 3 days, or maybe 3 weeks, or maybe I see number 3, it could be 3 hours. I'm not saying that during like 3 hours or in the next 3 days you're going to have an argue. This is something from the past that made this person disappointed. Again, I see this between the male and female energy, and the male energy said some things that the female energy is heartbroken, disappointed, upset. It can be regarding your relationship, regarding your work, with your children, with your parents, or with your spouse. It could be any criteria in your life. And I see that some people are, or one person at least, that female energy is thinking of leaving. I don't see that happen, but I see that they're thinking about disconnecting from this situation for a bit. Maybe someone takes their stuff and go away for the weekend or for some time, just to reflect and refresh. I don't see any long-term disconnection. I don't see any long-term basically cutting or breakup. So basically it's just some time that someone needs to stay with themselves. Maybe you go to some very quiet place, maybe a nice chalet or a hotel somewhere. That's just you. I see the energy of water, and that brings a lot of clarity, a lot of maybe refreshing thoughts. And I see that this person actually comes back refreshed. If you have a pet, I see that your pet might feel lonely during this time that this person or you are gone or have decided, or maybe the environment at home is a little bit turbulence. There's turbulence in the environment, and even your children or your pet is not feeling that it's the same. There's a little bit of maybe anxiety in your home place. But again, clarity comes. I see the sun. For some of you, you might be a Leo, or might have moon in Leo, or that person who, I mean, there's a Leo person involved here. This could happen for a Leo person, or it can be a water sign, because I clearly and very efficiently see the energy of water. But as I said, this goes away very quickly. It's a temporary situation, and actually it's for the good. It's for the best reason that is happening. This argument, this clarity that you need to understand. Maybe some of you or this person needs to understand their position in their life. They need to understand their priorities. Something comes into realization. Something brings you this assurance or acceptance of a situation, which is actually in the long run, I see it very nice. Someone is trying to start a new type of I would say sport, maybe some kind of yoga, but I see like it's a maybe like some kind of traditional Chinese or Japanese kind of practice, maybe those kind of practices with the sword actually. I see a practicing situation. I don't see someone actually going into fight or want to. I don't see someone is deciding to fight with someone. I see that someone is practicing with a sword. Um, it could be like the Ace of Swords. Someone is taking a very, very strong decision. A very solid decision is being made, and actually it's good for you. If there is some kind of turbulence in your life right now that is unusual and you didn't expect, if there is some kind of disagreement, argument with someone that it looks, I mean, it's not nice and you don't enjoy it, but make sure that you understand the roots of this discussion. For some of you, something has been hidden behind something, or someone has been hiding behind a situation or behind someone else, and this is now the time for them to come out or to show their real self, their real maybe for some of you, I mean, one thing that I can understand is that for some of you, someone might come out of the closet and say that the identity is actually something else. This can be really hard. Specifically, I can say that in a couple, maybe one person is they have an identity challenge, or maybe they have a new identity, and this might shake a little bit the family or the partnership or the relationship, but in the end everything will settle and everyone comes into an acceptance that this is who they are and this is how the situation is, something like that. There is no breaking, there's nothing really bad. A truth comes out, something that it's reality and you can't do anything about it, and actually it's for good, because otherwise everything was hidden, everything was secretive, everything was fake, and people were doing acts that it was not true, it was not real. There is a candle that is not lit, so I would say light up a candle, or there is some kind of opportunity for you that you haven't used it yet. Maybe you have a credit with someone, maybe there's even a coupon in your wallet that you haven't used it and it's about to expire. There is a chance, there is an opportunity that you haven't used it, and I see it actually very good, very nice. Maybe someone gives you a gift, maybe someone gives you a gift card, and an opportunity, maybe it's bigger than that, and it's actually something that you can invest in for your life. Maybe it's a new job, maybe your boss comes with a new offer or a new opportunity for you, but I mostly see it as something that you already know. You know this, you have this, you know that this is in your back pocket. For some of you, if you're in the middle of an argument with someone, there is a winning card in your pocket that you haven't used it, and I see it's actually very positive. There is a source for you that can get clarity or provide clarity for you that you haven't gone to them yet. Maybe there's a person, there's a last hope, there's a last chance that you have or someone has, and they can still use it. I see a sword next to an apple. There's a decision that needs to be made. Be very strict about your decision. For some of you, maybe it's a health situation that you need to make a decision. For some of you, maybe you need to quit alcohol or smoking or something in those sorts. Maybe some kind of addiction. Maybe there's a health decision that you need to be serious about it. You need to stick to a practice, to diet or something like that. And it is for a good reason. Again, the whole thing is telling me anything that is happening right now in these kind of scenarios that I just explained is happening for a good reason. It's for your health, not only your physical health, but also your mental health, for the health of your life, the balance, for the family, for the truth, because the truth wants to come out. This is what I'm seeing. The candle needs to be lit. There needs to be light shed in this situation. Some things are just nice on the surface, and it's not actually how inside people things are envisioned, or this is not their real self, this is not their real feeling. Look at this beautiful heart here. There is going to be love, definitely. I see that the whole thing, the whole situation that I just explained is coming out of love. There's something for good. It's because of a good intention. No one has a bad intention. I don't see any bad intention. I don't see anyone want to make problem or cause difficulty for others. It's just a phase in your life. And again, I see face-to-face conversations. Two people are talking. For some of you, it might be separation, which is happening in a very friendly way. I think I gave an example earlier. For some of you, it's a coincidence that you might at the end of a relationship, you very quickly find someone new is replaced with your old relationship. As I said, the whole thing that is happening, it might look sad, it might be stressful, but in the end it's going to be actually putting you in a way that's the correct way, that's the right path for you. Otherwise you were on a wrong block looking for an address, you were on the wrong street, and you need to be transferred to the correct address. For others of you, I see two things are growing in your life. Very, very nice. It looks like something that you put in the soil and you put them next to the window. Some of you have beautiful windows opening to a garden, a patio, maybe balcony. I see flowers. So two things are growing. Maybe it's your children, your work, your projects, even your thoughts. Some of you are getting clarity about your life. You now are making decisions, or you are in the process of making decisions. You know what you want to do. Again, as I said, this is continuous, and this growth and this clarity is going to get even better. And it's with love. I mean, I'm not going to say that definitely you feel in love with someone or someone is going to feel in love with you, but it's something that you put your heart is going to be happy. Whatever it is that is happening, in the end, your heart will be happy. You will be very, very happy that you did this, or your person will be very happy that they did that. I see a person with letter C in their name or family name somewhere. I see them as a male energy, and they're bringing something for you, something that you need to hear, something that you need to listen, something that needs to be brought to your attention. Maybe you need to sign on that. They are bringing something, actually it's heavy, could be responsibility. For some of you, I see a pet in a cage. Maybe it's a bed in a cage, and actually for some of you it can actually be a bed in a cage, or for some of you it can be a news that is about to be released. But I see it very nice, very well presented, something that you are maybe waiting to hear, and this is going to be given to you privately. This is not something that a person will just call you or text you and tell you that news. No, they will come to you, they will want to talk to you, they want to see you, and they will give it to you face to face. Again, it can be due to some financial gain. I see that maybe someone is coming, maybe the letter is coming from your bank or somewhere about maybe your employer, about a raise, about a financial gain, which is actually very positive. But as I said, it's not coming like a note or a message in the text or chat. It's actually very properly handled, so I really like that. It's heavy, it brings a lot of abundance for you. So wait for something good in regards to finances and money. And you can see how things are divided in lighter and darker side. As I said, things are settling. Number one is settling. There has been for some of you, it has been a bit rough path. Maybe you had argued with someone, maybe you had a fight, as I explained earlier, but it's going to settle, and something nice is coming out of it. There should be a thunder. There should be an unease situation until everyone is expressed, until everyone is saying their opinion. Everyone gets the chance to yell their opinion, what they think, and then things will settle. So the settling is coming definitely for you. If there is a settlement that you need to do, or if you are a lawyer and working in like you have a case, it's your job, I see that the winning card is with you. Definitely you have the winning card. For very specific people, I see if you have a heart surgery or a heart transplantation, definitely it's going to be successful. There is a new heart pumping blood in your life. It can be many different scenarios for this. You can be a heart surgeon, you can be a patient who has heart problems, and there's recovery scene for you. Or for other people, it can be beginning of a new era in your life, maybe with some new person, maybe with a new place, maybe yourself are feeling different, you're a new person. I see a release. For some people, they are definitely released from a prison. It can be an actual prison, or it can be from a prison that they were made. It was made by themselves, for themselves, or by someone else for themselves. I also see the energy of children. Maybe there's a custody issue. I definitely feel illegal issues in here as well. But it's coming into a good end, and things are settling. And then after that settles, in that dirt, in that soil, in that part of darkness, you can use that soil to grow things. This is very beautiful. Something that was actually giving you unease is now bringing a bed for you, making a bed, making some place for you to grow things. Very beautiful. Some of you are getting beautiful ideas out of the box, specifically if you are a writer, if you're a script writer, if you're an artist, if you like a musician, maybe even, or an actor. I believe, and I can see definitely that it has been maybe tough. Maybe a lot of your work has been rejected and you have been upset about it. But at some point, specifically with all these different changes that is happening, you will get something miraculously and you would love that. It will help you. Definitely it brings money in your life for a long term, and the changes that are happening now is long term. The reason I'm doing this is because I felt this is something that I normally don't do these kind of readings, but I strongly felt that I have to have a reading. I strongly feel these days that there are big changes coming for all of us collectively in the universe. Look at these two people. I see a lot of unities between people, maybe even from different parts of the world. Don't be surprised if someone reaches out to you from other part of the world, or some exciting text or something like that which you didn't expect. I mean, you didn't expect now, but it was always your goal and dream, and it's now coming into reality. I see a beautiful romantic energy, but not only that, also I see it very spiritual. And as I said, the whole reading is telling me that your heart is going to be at ease. Your heart is going to be happy, at peace. There's a peace of heart, I can say. I know we probably don't have the word, but peace of mind, peace. Your heart is going to be very, very relaxed, and I love that. Some of you might try some herbal teas or some things like that just relaxes you so much. Some definitely for a lot of you, some argument, some hardship is coming to a settlement that brings a lot of peace and ease in your life. Again, I see two phases for some of you. That darkness is going away, that part of your life which was hard. And for some of you, even maybe you find another job. Maybe you were working before in a setting that it was so crowded. Specifically, I see people in law firm. I don't know why. Maybe it was a law firm that was very busy, crazy, a lot of calls, a lot of even maybe arguments. Maybe even at some places there were fights, and it was really like a harsh environment. And you get to be transferred somewhere, or you find a new job, or you have somehow start working from home, and somehow you get disconnected from that mess. I see someone is very creative. A lot of you are thinking about, or you're actually doing some kind of work from home, which is very creative. I see you're working inside by yourself. Maybe it's by computer, maybe you're engineering, software engineering, or maybe you're a content creator or anything. But I see a lot of success for you. But be careful about your health. Some of you might not be eating well. Maybe you are smoking back to back, or you are not exercising. And I see a little bit of not, I don't want to say warning, but I want to say cautious. Be careful about your work. Don't overwork. And I see some other people that they are trying to hide behind their working schedule because they don't want to go probably home. They don't want to. The home situation is not good, or there's something that they're hiding. Again, this is the. I think I covered that in the beginning. There's some things that are not right, and people are just trying to hide it, or trying to keep it under the carpet for now, and let's see what happens. But I'm telling you that on the carpet things, that under the carpet situation is coming actually out, and there's going to be dust. There's probably going to be up and down turbulence. Maybe things are going to get cloudy, maybe a little bit nasty, but in the end, as I said, it's going to get very much cleared. I see a person going to therapy, or maybe having again a face-to-face calm, relaxed conversation. which is helpful. I see it positive. Someone is swimming really hard, and they're actually helping someone to get them out of this darkness. Maybe there is a friend, maybe there is a spiritual help, maybe there is a guide, maybe there's a guru, maybe there is a therapist who is helping you, a very good friend who this person is doing a lot of efforts. They're basically carrying a lot of efforts, that they're carrying your problems, your burdens, and they're trying to get you out of that darkness. It can be your mother, your friend, your children even, or maybe your spouse. They're trying to get you out of that toxic work situation, and they're doing really their best. So you're not alone. You have people around you. Don't be scared, and the way is being shown to you. Definitely I see an index finger that's showing you the way. For some of you, you might need to get rid of someone. You might need to fire someone or stop a relationship and ask them to leave. But again, as I said, this will put your heart at peace. This is for the good reason. There is a signature. There is a beautiful signature. For some of you, I see sea travel or cruise. These travels, definitely for a lot of you, it is going to be a busy time, which you will need to take some time off and just relax for yourself. I saw twice that you will be actually by yourself or with just one or two people after a very chaotic period in your life. I see a fish. Maybe there's a Pisces. Your child might be a Pisces, but you might have a new child, a new member of your family. I see a family who is maybe expecting for the third or even fourth child, and other children are also little. Someone is eating somewhere in secret. Maybe someone is eating at night and they come and go to the fridge and they start eating. Or they can be that someone is using other people's money and resources without letting them know. So be careful about your bank accounts. If you have a financial advisor or anyone that, I don't know, you trust your stuff, I mean, they control your stuff, make sure you have your eye on your properties, on your stuff, on your bank accounts. Or if you have a business, if you're a business owner, make sure that everything is in order, because I kind of see that someone is eating something in secret. It has been for a long time. Someone will notice, because I see a mouse that is just there and watching. I hope it's not you who's doing this, but if this is some people that are doing this, they'll be caught. Definitely there's either hidden cameras, there might be someone recording or someone is watching, and they'll be transferring this kind of information to other people. So just a warning, as I said, these kind of readings that I do, it's not going to resonate with everyone. Not everything is going to resonate, but even a single guidance for someone that can help them is the reason I'm doing these kind of readings, and that's actually why I was pulled away from something else to do this right now. There's a news again, as I said, that is covering a lot of your problems. Like, for example, if you were jobless, there's news that, well, you found a job, and then a lot of your problems are going to be covered. So one thing will take care of many other issues. So that's why I'm saying whatever is happening is for a good reason. It is positive. The struggles, maybe some of you are struggling right now financially, emotionally. And I really love this candle over here that shows me that you have many chances. You still have a lot that you can count on. There are either many people, friends, opportunities, money, or even the universe is on your side. So don't worry. If some things are hard at the moment in your life, hang in there. It's going to be better. Thank you so much. That was it for today. I hope that you liked the reading. I hope it had clear messages for some people. And until the next time, stay blessed.